Robert wrote to me that most decisions are made for us, whether we like it or not. And I agree with that. But today I'm talking about big decisions, the kind that come maybe a few times in a lifetime, where you have to decide something important for your life. And the way ahead is not clear. What do you do first when you have a big decision to make? It's important that you get into a positive and relaxed state of mind. Before you start considering all your alternatives and doing all that stuff, which can just make you more confused and anxious. Hugh Prather wrote a book called Notes on How to Be Happy in the World. No. Notes on How to Live in the World and Still Be Happy. In that book, he says we have to get over our fear of making wrong decisions. Stop thinking in terms of right and wrong. He says no more absolute and awful tyranny reigns than our own fear of being wrong. He says that because of this fear, most people suspect they married the wrong person. They live in the wrong house. And they took the wrong job. You've got to get over that way of thinking, which is a bad outlook. When a big decision looms, put yourself in a good, calm, confident state of mind. Do this however you can. Meditation, prayer, yoga, review your gratitude list, whatever. First on our agenda is Rob Kanzer, our president. And Rob sent me this thought about a decision. Rather than beat myself up for falling behind, I decided to forgive myself for leaving my submission quote to Mary Alice to the last minute. I hope she forgives me too. I guess I forgive you.
Thank you, Mary Alice. It's wonderful when we take ourselves lightheartedly, and I think that is a decision. Abraham Lincoln famously once said, "People are just about as happy as they make up their minds to be." So I'm just deciding. I said, I'm just deciding right now that even though the bathroom ceiling in my rental condo has crashed down due to the fantastic irresponsibility of those above, I simply knocked on the door and said, "Hi, I think your water is leaking through my unit." Well, with that attitude, rather than being received in a defensive manner, the woman who didn't even know me said, "Please, come right in." And from there, we have started a multi-week process of insurance companies and forms and contractors. And I've just decided I'm going to have fun with this. As my mind is calculating all my lost income and rental, I just decided that I'm going to be filled with equanimity. And your laughter is helping me right now. Putting on the administrator's cap, I am saluting Jane Trider, who fantastically has stepped forward. Please give a round of applause for Jane. Following our board meeting on September 5th, Jane, assisted by Chris Bassett, will be giving us a Pathways presentation. So, Robert, I know you're the scheduler, and we're looking for that date to have a little bit of extra time to let Jane help us learn a little bit more of the ins and outs on the website. Now, unfortunately, we will not have the big screen available to us, because why?
Upstairs, right?
We're going back upstairs. In fact, I believe today is the last day in this room. So, starting next Thursday, if you see your fellow Toastmasters wandering in here, send them back up, you know where, to the place where we always meet. Mike, just for your reference, it's pretty much directly above where we are going up these stairs. Well, I'm seeing the word illicit to draw out and to evoke, but you know, that's really the purview of the grammarian. It's not at all? No? This has nothing to do with us? This is a runaway marking?
That's the wrong definition.
This is just wrong? I'm going to leave you in suspense. Why? Because the red card just came up, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Rob. Illicit and illicit are two different words. Illicit,
She's giving my,
well,
Did you wait
illicit
till I get up here?
means
Let's wait for Jay.
okay. Jane is next as grammarian, and she wrote to me about the decision. When I was making a job change when my children were very young, my husband and I needed to decide what loomed as more important at the time. A job that might pay significantly more, but would come with increased hours and responsibility. Or a step back, step down to a job that allowed for a lot more freedom and had great proximity to the kids. We chose the kids, and I never regretted it. Jane.
name tag up here. Hopefully I don't have the wrong decision. Part of the grammarian's job is to have word of the day. Today's word is illicit, which is a verb, which does mean to draw out or evoke.
Illicit.
Illicit. So illicit is a verb. You would say at Toastmasters, we elicit feedback and comments from the people that are here. Not to be confused with illicit, which is on like illicit drugs would be a good example of that phrase. So the word of the day is illicit. I will be tracking that if anyone uses it correctly, hopefully. The other job of the grammarian is to track those lovely filler words that all of us use from time to time. Today, we're going to try a new app that Toastmasters has. I'm not sure I'm going to like it. Rob and I tried to set it up a little bit because they only give you Oz. So I can hit this and add it to my own number. It actually has a bell. I'm not going to use the bell, but I will count the odds that we use. I'm not sure I'm going to like this. I'm also going to do it in paper, so we'll keep track, but I am a firm believer in trying what's available. This is out on the website, So if people start going out there, when I talk more about pathways, these things show up. So try, I'll give myself another one. Try to use these if we can. It may not work, I may not like it, but we'll give it a try today.